Hello everyone, the Killers here, and today we're gonna review some alternative model, if I can so, or combined model from 2002, and one which is in fact unofficial, or if I can so, non-canon, so it does not really appear in the storyline. It's not considered to be as part of the storyline, and it's the alternative model from the Bahrag set, so from Kadok and Kadok. And I think I've seen somewhere that it's kind of called the Bahrag spider, because of course, as you can see, it's a four-legged creature, and it's kind of look a spider. So here it is. So in fact, this will be kind of quick because there is nothing really to talk about this YE. I think at first that it will be bigger than the instruction booklet, but in fact, it's not really that big. So for example, yes. If you want to compare with some toy holder, it's like that. And yes, of course, it's banded like this. So that's I think quite all. So how to explain how this works? In fact, this set works in two sections, and the building also. So first of all, we're gonna make all the body parts, and also which includes the head and the gimmicks, and then we're gonna add the forelegs, which are in fact quite the same but just in different colors. Also, a little problem with this set, also as you can see, the color scheme is blue, red, and dark red. A little problem with the colors is in fact they decided to put two red on this side and two blue on this side and two red on this side, which is kind of weird. I mean, they should just have put the two red on the rear section, and the two blue on the front section. So I don't really know why they do that, but you can still modify that, of course, because it's really simple to just change the place of the legs. And also you have to notice that the rear legs are longer than the front one. So I'm not really gonna explain how it works because it's kind of complicated. Of course, it's all about technique beams and stuff like that. So in fact, the gimmicks is quite the same as the Bahrag. So you just have a kind of a trigger right here, and when you push it, it open and close. So in fact, I have to do this quick because as you can see, if I do this slowly, it blocks. I don't really know why. So like that. So in fact, I just have to press this. It goes up and opens the mouth and then close itself right here, and then I just have to put off my fingers and it goes back in its initial position. And that's how the gimmicks work, so it's quite nice and it works perfectly nice, as you can clearly see. And that's quite all on this combiner, I think. There was nothing really to talk about. Also, yes, all this little flexible pipe, I can say so, this flexible stuff right here goes in nowhere. In fact, as you can see, they just say you to put this like that, so that does not really link in some parts or stuff like that. But it does not really a problem because it does not block the gimmick, so it's work pretty well. Even if you can see, maybe not like that, but it's just like that. In fact, it just put on ears and not really in some special way. I especially like the mouth part with all the the two on your clothes, which really look good. In fact, all the head section really look nice, if you ask me, and also this section, which is quite cool because it's not as blocky as the other part of the set, so it's quite interesting. And apart from that, also the legs can turn just in one direction, like this. And apart from that, that's all, I think. So you can have fun doing that. And seriously, apart from that, the building is quite interesting apart the leg section because in fact you do the same stuff 4 times. So all the body parts is quite interesting, but I do not think you will remember it to use it in your own mocks. So in fact, it's not really that interesting, and the final result was quite disappointing for me. So I would not really recommend you to build this one. Seriously, it's not really that interesting. Maybe just the head section is really nice and nicely done, but apart from that, there's no really a point to build this set. Apart if you have nothing to do, of course. But I think it's still a bad point that it's not in the storyline because it could have be a nice way, if you ask me. And seriously, I especially like the flat aspect of the head because the head doesn't really stand out of the body. In fact, it's kind of in the body, so in fact, as you can, I want to mean that it's kind of hidden. It's kind of hid in the body, so it really stands out when it's unleashed like that. So it's really nice. Like for example, you can really can for example imagine the creatures just hide in the shadows, and when the prey come near, it just open his mouth and eat the prey. And it's quite look cool if you ask me. So yeah, the overall design is pretty nice. Apart from the legs, it's not as big as I thought it will. And apart from this stuff, as I said earlier, I will not really advise you to build this one, even if this part is quite interesting. And apart from that, I think that's quite all. So it's an okay combiner, not the best of all, of course, but it still do its job, and that's quite all. So if you have some time to spare, just go ahead and build this. But apart from that, I think there are better combiners out there to build. But it still have some nice aspect and some nice designed parts. So that's quite all. I hope you enjoy this review, and if you have any comments or questions on this set, for example, just ask me. So this was the review on the alternative model from the Bahrag set. It's not official, so it's not considered to be canon, so in the storyline. And that will be all. Of course, it was released in 2002. And yeah, so hope you enjoy this one, and see you later for another Bionicle video review. Bye bye.